Imagine this. You're addicted. Not to drugs, not to alcohol, but to scrolling, procrastinating, overthinking, to comfort. Now picture this. What if you could flip the script? What if your brain could get hooked to the habits that make you rich? Because here's the brutal truth. You're already addicted. The only question is, to what? If you're stuck in a cycle of distraction and stagnation, it's not because you're lazy. It's because your brain got trained to chase cheap dopamine. But here's the opportunity most people miss. You can retrain your brain. You can rewire your addictions. You can fall in love with the actions that lead to wealth. And when that happens, success becomes effortless. Wealth becomes a side effect. And your life changes faster than you ever imagined. This video is not just information, it's a system. And if you apply it, you won't recognize your life in 6 months. Let's begin. Addiction isn't what you think. It's not always about substances. It's about patterns. And it all starts in the brain. Your brain is constantly scanning for two things: pain to avoid, pleasure to chase. And guess what? Your brain doesn't care if the pleasure is good or bad for you. It just wants the quickest fix. That's why it's so easy to get addicted to social media, fast food, Netflix, complaining, overthinking. Every time you engage with these things, your brain gets a little dopamine hit. And over time, it learns, this feels good. Let's do it again. Now here's the key. This same system, the same neurological loop, can be used to get addicted to wealth habits. Reading financial books, building side hustles, investing, creating instead of consuming, waking up early, taking bold action. But here's the challenge. Those habits don't feel good at first. They feel like work. They feel boring. They don't give you an instant reward, unless you learn how to train your brain to love them. And that's exactly what we're doing in this video. You're going to reprogram your reward system. You're going to get addicted to the grind that creates wealth, because success isn't about discipline. It's about designing your addiction. Let's move to the next chapter. The difference between rich habits and poor habits. Let's make this clear. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your habits. So the real difference between the rich and the poor, it's not luck. It's not education. It's not intelligence. It's what they do every single day, without fail. Let's break this down. Poor habits, aka wealth killers. Hitting snooze, checking your phone first thing in the morning, complaining, living for weekends, spending before you invest, consuming instead of creating, saying someday instead of today. These habits feel easy. They give fast gratification, but they steal your future. Rich habits, aka wealth accelerators. Reading 10 pages of a life-changing book, planning the next income stream, taking care of your body and mind, networking with people who elevate you, saving and investing consistently, working in silence, reflecting instead of reacting. These feel hard at first, but they multiply your freedom. They build momentum. They buy your future back, day by day. Now here's the kicker. Every habit you repeat is a vote for the kind of person you become. Want to become wealthy? Then cast votes every day that say, I'm a builder, I'm a finisher, I'm unstoppable. Let's move forward. Now you'll learn exactly how to install rich habits and get addicted to them. You can't just decide to be successful. You have to build systems that pull you into success automatically. Here's how to do it, step by step. Step 1, start tiny. Don't try to overhaul your life overnight. Start with one small habit that takes less than 2 minutes. Example, read 1 page of a finance book. Make your bed, drink a glass of water as soon as you wake up. Write 1 sentence about your financial goals. You're not building the habit itself, you're building the identity behind it. Step 2, make it obvious. Your environment shapes your behavior more than motivation ever will. Leave the book on your pillow. Keep your journal on your desk. Block social media apps during focus time. Set up your workspace the night before. Make wealth building visible and distractions invisible. Step 3, make it attractive. Pair your new habit with something you already enjoy. Example, only drink your favorite coffee when you're reading a wealth book. Only listen to your favorite music when you're cleaning your space. Only allow yourself to scroll after completing a task. Train your brain to associate pleasure with productivity. Step 4, make it satisfying. Every habit needs a reward, so when you complete it, check it off, celebrate it, smile, say it out loud. I'm the kind of person who finishes what I start. Success is built in layers of tiny wins. Stack enough of them and you become unstoppable. Step 5. Track the wins. Progress tracked is progress repeated. Use a habit tracker. Journal your wins. Take photos. Build proof that your life is changing, because it is. Addiction isn't about weakness. It's about repetition and reward. So choose your addictions wisely, because the right ones will set you free. Now let's take it deeper and learn how to hack dopamine for your own success. Let's talk brain chemistry, specifically dopamine. Dopamine is the craving chemical. It's what drives desire, action, and motivation. But here's the catch. Your brain doesn't care if dopamine comes from building a business or binge-watching 10 episodes on Netflix. And that's why most people are trapped. They're chasing dopamine through distraction, not direction. But what if you could control your dopamine? What if you could rewire your reward system to crave the very habits that make you wealthy? You can. Here's how. 1. Delay gratification on purpose. The longer you wait for the reward, the stronger the dopamine hit when it comes. Finish a deep work session, then reward yourself. Complete a full week of goals, then treat yourself. Don't reward the craving, reward the completion. This teaches your brain. Effort, reward. 2. Make hard work visually pleasurable. Track your progress in a satisfying way. Habit tracker with streaks. Charts showing income growth. Journals with goals checked off. Every visual cue tells your brain, this matters. Keep going. 3. Avoid dopamine drains. You don't just need more good habits. You need to eliminate the ones that steal your drive. Mindless scrolling junk food, toxic gossip, overstimulating entertainment. Every time you say no to cheap dopamine, you make room for powerful dopamine. 4. Ritualize the reward loop. Turn productivity into a ritual, a focus playlist, a specific drink during deep work, a moment of gratitude after completing a task. These rituals trigger positive anticipation, which means you'll look forward to the work, not resist it. Bottom line, dopamine isn't your enemy. It's your greatest tool, if you learn to earn it, not chase it. Let's now take the next step. How to make success your default mode, not the exception. Most people think success is about pushing harder, waking up earlier, forcing discipline. But here's the truth. Long-term success doesn't come from willpower. It comes from design. You don't rise by trying harder. You rise by making success inevitable. Here's how. 1. Automate your good decisions. Make the right choice once, and let systems handle the rest. Set auto investments every week. Use calendar blocks for focus time. Batch your meals, tasks, workouts. Eliminate decision fatigue wherever possible. Automation turns action into default. 2. Remove the need for motivation. If you always rely on motivation, you'll fail on bad days. That's why habits win. Habits don't care how you feel. Habits are actions on autopilot. Design a routine that runs even when you're tired. 3. Stack identity on top of behavior. When you do a habit, you don't just get results. You build belief. Read, you become a reader. Invest, you become an investor. Build, you become a creator. And once your identity shifts, everything else follows. Because humans fight to stay consistent with who they believe they are. 4. Make failure harder than success. Set up your life so that success is the path of least resistance. Use website blockers to avoid distractions. Build a workspace that pulls you in. Work around people who are building too. Schedule public accountability. Make it easier to follow through than to fall off. 5. Embrace boredom. Here's the secret most people won't tell you. Winners get bored, but they don't stop. They keep showing up when the feeling is gone. They master the art of repetition, because real wealth is built in consistency, not intensity. If you build your environment right, if you stack your identity daily, and if you automate your discipline, then success is no longer a goal. It becomes who you are. Next, let's go deeper into how to design your space to fuel that wealth identity. Here's a harsh truth. Your environment is stronger than your willpower. If your phone is nearby, you'll check it. If your fridge is full of junk, you'll eat it. If your room is a mess, your mind will be too. But flip the script, and your environment becomes your greatest ally in building wealth. 1. Remove friction from success. Make the habits you want as easy as possible to start. Leave your laptop open with your script or business tools ready. Keep your journal on your pillow. Place a book on top of your phone before bed. Prepare tomorrow's tasks tonight. You're not lazy. Your space just isn't built for action yet. 2. Add friction to failure. Make bad habits inconvenient. Log out of social media every time. Delete delivery apps and move distractions out of sight. Work in a minimalist, optimized space. Every extra step you add to a bad habit gives your brain time to choose better. 3. Build a trigger-rich space. Your brain responds to visual cues. Use them to stay locked in. A whiteboard with your income goal. A sticky note that says build, don't scroll. A countdown to your financial freedom date. Your vision board in front of your workspace. Let your space remind you, every second, of your mission. 4. Control your soundscape. Your environment isn't just visual, it's auditory too. Use focus music to trigger flow. Block out noise with headphones. Create an audio anchor playlist for productivity. The right sounds can condition your brain to enter wealth mode on command. 5. Design for energy, not just aesthetics. Clean spaces, clean thinking, natural light, better mood, fresh air, sharper focus. Don't just make it look good. Make it feel like a place where success happens daily. You're the architect of your world. Build one that pulls you into wealth, automatically. Now let's talk mindset. Because even the best environment won't help if your thinking is still poor. Coming up next, mental models of the wealthy. Wealth isn't just a bank balance. It's a way of thinking. And the rich? They don't think like the average person because they use different mental models. Let's unlock a few of them. 1. Long-term right now. The wealthy ask, what will this decision create in 5 years? The poor ask, how do I feel about it today? Delayed gratification is the foundation of wealth. If you can wait longer than others, you'll have more than others. 2. Buy time, not things. Rich minds value time more than money. So they hire help to free up hours, delegate low-impact tasks, build systems that work without them. They ask, does this multiply or drain my time? 3. Ownership over labor. Employees trade time for money. Owners trade systems for freedom. Wealthy people don't just ask, how can I make money? They ask, how can I own the machine that prints it? 4. Input versus output. Thinking average thinkers focus on effort. I worked 8 hours today. Rich thinkers focus on results. What moved the needle today? They seek leverage, where small actions create massive outcomes. 5. Curiosity. Ego. Wealthy minds ask better questions. They're not afraid to say, I don't know, but I'll learn. Every breakthrough starts with, what if I'm wrong, or is there a better way? 6. Scarcity versus abundance. Poor minds see limits. Rich minds see expansion. Instead of thinking, I can't afford it, they ask, how can I afford it strategically? This isn't just optimism, it's strategy. It opens doors, change your thoughts, and your life follows. Now let's zoom out and see how your circle affects everything. Coming up next, Chapter 9, The Circle of Wealth. Want to know your future? Look at the people you spend time with. Because wealth isn't just built with habits, it's built through energy, influence, and proximity. Your circle is either a ladder or an anchor. Let's break it down. 1. Energy is contagious. If everyone around you complains about money, spends before saving, avoids risks, believes success is for others, then guess what? Your brain starts adopting the same beliefs. Whether you realize it or not, you become what you tolerate. 2. Normalize the impossible. Spend time with people who make growth normal. People who talk about investments, ideas, goals. People who are obsessed with improvement. Why? Because what's impossible alone becomes inevitable in the right room. When 10K months are normal, you stop thinking 2K is a big deal. When freedom is common, you stop settling for a job you hate. 3. Audit your circle. Ruthlessly. Ask yourself, who drains my energy? Who sharpens my thinking? Who believes in the old version of me? Who pushes me into the next level? You don't need to cut everyone off, but you do need to protect your frequency, because energy is currency. 4. Build your wealth tribe. You don't have to wait for the right people. You can build the room. Join masterminds, comment on content you admire, DM people on the same mission. Start small accountability groups. One aligned connection can change everything. 5. Family, friends, and the mission. Not everyone you love will understand your path, and that's okay. You're not leaving them behind. You're leading the way. Show them what's possible, not with words, but with your results. Wealth is not a solo game. It's built through influence, environment, and alignment. Surround yourself with elevation, and you'll rise, even on your hardest days. Let's wrap it all together now. Next and final chapter. Call to action. Make obsession your superpower. Let's stop pretending. The reason most people stay broke isn't because they're not smart. It's because they're distracted. They're addicted to average, to comfort, to excuses, to survival. But you're not most people. You made it to the end of this video, and that says everything. Now you have a choice. You can consume this content like a motivational hit, or you can turn it into a transformation trigger. Because here's the truth. Obsession is not a weakness. Obsession is a superpower when it's pointed at the right goal. Get obsessed with building, with learning, with creating, with becoming the person your future demands. Not for a week, not until you get tired, but until it's no longer hard. It's who you are. So here's what to do next. Choose one wealth habit. Just one. Tiny, daily, non-negotiable. Maybe it's reading 5 pages, investing $10, writing your next offer, waking up 1 hour earlier. Doesn't matter. Just choose it. Set a 30-day obsession challenge. Make it a game, a mission, a movement. Track it. Post about it. Invite others. Let the new you take over. Cut one wealth killer, one distraction, one low vibration habit. Replace it with the habit above. Don't leave a gap. Fill it with power. Subscribe to the mission. If this hit your soul, don't just leave. Subscribe. Share this with someone stuck in survival mode, and let this be your reminder. You're one habit away from a whole new life. You are the system. You are the solution. And your future is watching what you do right now. So go, build, become. Your wealth obsession starts today.